Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to Freight Forwarding, Factorio 2, Science Multiplier 20x plus Quality of Life mods. That's a very long title. We'll just call it Freight Forwarding Factorio 2 from now on. But that is what we're doing. We are picking up right where we left off, trying to get military science so I can have something other than this little pea shooter. Is the range different on the rifle? Yeah, 25. Nice. You also get capsules. Well, I guess I would need steel for that, but anywho. Hey, Blood Yuki. We do not have it yet because I just started the series, but in the YouTube videos and in the Discord, I'll have the initial save that you can sync mods with, and then I'll just have a paste bin with the mod list. It's most of my standard, so if you've seen any of my other stuff before, it's most of the same quality of life stuff. But obviously tailored a little bit to this one. One mod that I don't have yet, for some reason, just because I forgot about it, because I haven't had it in the last couple, I need to put it in, is Bob's Adjustable Inserters. I always like Bob's Adjustable Inserters. I just forgot about it because it wasn't on already, which is a crime. I need to be able to turn the inserters, longify them, shortify them, angleify them. We need to get some more wood. Hopefully the biters don't attack right now. Please don't attack right now. Spaghettify the inserters, yeah. Well, not quite, because they're still straight lines, you know? Even if... Oh yeah, Bob's adjustable inserters are OP doubly so, because they allow you to build more... I mean, okay, I don't know about OP, but they allow you to spend less resources on inserters because the angled ones are twice as fast. That's the most OP part. The other part is that they just allow you to build more compact or build in ways that you wouldn't be able to normally, so you can maybe save some resources on belts. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's super OP, because you don't, it's not like most of your resources go to inserters anyway, or belts. Saving you some space helps, because then the whole base is a little bit smaller, but it's not like Factorissimo levels of saving space. I think the biggest thing is that the angled ones go faster, and that I would actually change it if I could. I don't think there's a way, given the Factorio engine, for that to work. Basically, the only way that I could imagine it working is if every possible configuration of inserter was a different entity, and then each of those entities had the rotation speed properly set so that it moved items at the same pace, then that could work. But obviously that would be a lot. And you would have to have a different entity for every type of inserter for every angle configuration. So that would be a lot to do. Hey, we did it! Woohoo! Military science! Alright. Oh, we need some lead plates. So let me make a submachine gun. And then, it's possible a shotgun could be good. No, I think we get more. We get 30 shots for one lead plate here, and here we get 6 by 6, which is 36 shots of 16. But that's for 2 lead plates. So I think we get more damage overall with rifle per lead plate. And right now, lead plates are definitely the limiting factor. Okay, so let's get some lead. Yeah, do they have armor? If so, the shotgun would be a little better because it's more damage per 16 instead of 10. But otherwise, I don't think it matters too much. Coal, copper, and lead. We have lead. Hey, milestone. Let's go. Alright, and how do I change? Nope, not that. I literally don't remember my hotkey for this. I changed it, and who knows what it is anymore. Shift tab. There you go. Okay. Bam. Alright, so the range is 7 more. The shooting speed is 2.5 times faster. And the damage is 25% more. It's all just flat out better. Which is very good. Alright, I think we can probably clear the hive mind. Let me see if we can get some fish before we go do that. We'll go swimming. Oh gosh, it's so slow. Never mind. We won't go swimming. Fish. Fish. Fish, fish, fish. That should be enough. Alright. What do they stack to? 100? Alright, let me put the lead back in here. Hopefully we can clear the hive. The hive mind, the nest, the city. So I watched Troopin play the oldest version of Factorio that you can get. They do have 2 physical armor. But considering we have 10 damage, I don't think that's that big of a deal. Anyway, the original biters were like these humanoid alien things that they had these hilarious looking like Alamo like style little castle buildings, and they even had rocket turrets. The biters had rocket turrets. How crazy is that? So yeah, there's some funny stuff compared to what we have now. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Got one. I need to kill these other worms. What am I doing? Okay. Wait, why is the worm not shooting me? Is it hitting its own hive? Spawner, whatever they're called. Zergling nest. Alright. If you were a biter, you would simply not walk the path littered by 1,000 corpses. I think that's what it means to be biter. It's like there are certain insects that like when they die, they give off like a pheromone that attracts more of their own species. I think biters are kind of like that. Okay, we did it. Yikes. Oof. You're gonna get the creep collector thing here. Because this is Factorio 2 after all. We can do researches with that later. Roadkill, I wonder if it just adds back the original... Oh, it's even burnable fuel. Look at that. I wonder if it just adds back the original humanoid-looking things. They honestly look like Kabutops, like the Pokemon. They kind of got these weird, like, flat, almost marine animal crustacean-looking head thing. Super, super weird. Okay, we have 100 tech cards. The goal is turrets. To get there, we need 1,200 regular tech cards. So I think we should do greenhouses first and work on these 4. researches. And if we really want to, we could work towards planting trees, which could help with pollution. But that's 600. I can also get... Oh, I also need to do crushers. Oh, we're already doing that. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I think we're gonna get there. I need some more wire here. And then keep crafting rifle magazines. We do need to smelt the copper ore that we're given from the lead smelting. Okay, that should help quite a bit. We will be hitting that base soon. And then a little bit later, we'll start hitting all of these, probably around the same time. Hoping I can get to turrets by then, but I might not. Turrets are still pretty far away. Let me go cut a bunch of trees, which will make pollution spread even faster. Because we still need... Well, I might have enough, but I'll get some more. You do have to research steam power, Dave. It is right here. But it's not one of the freebies that's unaffected by the price multiplier. So it's 400 packs to get steam power. Fun times. Now, lead doesn't require a fluid, does it? You mine it with... No, okay. That's good. Ooh. Big mining drill. I think that's one of the mods that freight forwarding has you add. Speaking of big mining drill, Factorio Friday Facts. Friday Factorio Facts? I don't know which word comes first. There's going to be a vanilla big drill. Huzzah! So that's very exciting. In the space age expansion. You don't know if wind power will cut it for greenhouses. Well, I guess we'll find out. How much power do they take? 150 kilowatts? We can run a few. I will make some more wind turbines. And we'll just get a little bit of coal going here. Oh, I lost all my copper wiring here. Friday, Factorio Facts on Friday. FFFF. I better cut it with that green power. Yeah, I thankfully have green power right now. If I didn't, fighters would be even worse right now. Okay, so crushers coming first. And we needed some lead to craft that. Get a little bit of lead here. Hey, Arkanosi. Good to see you too. Crushers are done. Probably just need one. For now. At least. And definitely need some copper. Oh, we need power. How far away was the lead? Yes. Very. All the way over here. It's, I guess... as far as where we explored, it could have been worse, but it's pretty much on the corner of the island over there. D. Jones, I'm 100% with you. In a way, that's how Pyanodons is set up, and now I think there are other mod packs that are following suit. I don't know, and not necessarily, I don't know if Pyanodons did it first. They might not have. But essentially, like, all of your tier 1 sciences cost the tier 1 pack and normal costs, and then the tier 2 sciences, they cost a little bit more per science, and it costs 2 times as many tier 1 packs. And then again, in the third tier, now it costs 3 times as many tier 1 packs, 2 times as many tier 2 packs, regular amount of tier 3 packs, but again, the researches are more expensive each. So it kind of is like slightly quadratic, I guess, on previous packs, but linear on the new packs. Is that right? Maybe. Because it's like 100 of each, then 200 of the tier 1, then 900, or 400, then 900. Yeah, it's quadratic on the old packs. I don't think it's exponential, but... yeah, Warptorio did that too. Yeah, I mean, we get to automate wood though in Factorio, and the automation of wood is not multiplied. So like the Factorio dev figured that out, and so you could do Factorio with a science multiplier of 1,000. You know, it would suck, but you could still get the first few packs to get to automating wood easily enough. You know, I could use inserters. They're burner inserters. I hate burner inserters. I hate them so much. Why don't I just make this lined up? There we go. Okay, how are we doing? We have a decent amount of rifle magazines, enough for myself, for sure. I'll need more once we have turrets. Alas, turrets are still pretty far away. And we have a little bit of a power excess, but not much. I think I'll get a little bit more iron here. A little bit more copper. Just trying to stay low on pollution. These basic cards are super cheap. They're literally half of a copper each, and 1 wood each. So, since wood is the primary resource, that makes them not take a lot of my expensive, hard-earned metal plates. A guy named Ryan on YouTube published a 100x vanilla run. There was someone on my Discord, I forget who, that was doing a 1000x vanilla run, which is bonkers to me. 100 is already a lot. Yeah, 1000x completely changes things, for sure. Okay, I do need water. We already got the crusher. Crusher needs some stone. Stone cannot be smelted. What? Oh, I haven't researched it yet. That's why. That's why that's not working. Impossible to do single player due to pollution. I think it depends on your biter settings, but yeah, it's probably very difficult. Speaking of pollution, the cloud grows. Hey, look, this cloud is finally dissipating. We're almost there. Craft a few more by hand here. And then the water is up here. And then what else do we need? It's just water. Okay. But I need glass to make and wood to make the original greenhouse. It was a race to flamers before Evo hit large biters. Yeah, that's crazy. Not the kind of stuff that I enjoy. Too stressful. This run has already been a bit more aggressive on the biter front than I imagined it would be because of the difficulty to find lead and how slow it is to get to turrets. I hadn't really thought about it, but we're doing okay. I'm proud of how we're not dead yet. I mean, we did die once, but our base is forever. Just place these, I guess. No, they waste power. Alright, stone processing is done, so we can get some crushed stone. And then we can smelt that into glass. What is it? 16 to 8, so it's 2 to 1. Yeah, new problems to solve is why we do mods, exactly. Some people like the challenge of, hey, the biters are going to kill me until I figure out how to solve this puzzle of biters attacking. Okay, we will need to go get some more lead, I think, once we get turrets. But I probably have enough for my own rifle. Greenhouse is 40. 40 more. The pollution generated by mining iron makes more biters than can be killed with the iron mined. Is that true? Isn't... I guess... I'm trying to think, though. Isn't the amount... Because the science multiplier doesn't change that, right? I guess it depends on their evolution, because armor changes how much damage you deal per pollution you generate. Let's make some pipes. When do we get underground pipes? I assumed we would get underground pipes with, Wait, what? Okay, surely this is wrong. I will... yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Pipe to ground isn't until the 3rd science pack? I guess it's a new kind of science pack, a transport science pack. But still. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna, probably after this stream, just because I'm curious, I'll load up freight forwarding without, lead and see where it goes. Because I'm curious, kind of without lead, where that would normally go. I wonder if that's a lead issue, or if it's a Factorio 2 issue, or if freight forwarding really does have them locked that far back. Because if they do, then that's obviously an intended challenge, and I don't want to use advanced fluid handling, because then that kind of poops on that challenge. Oh, I guess I can't get that anyway until after, so. Yeah, I mean, you don't need them. Squeak through makes it easy, but I feel like if you don't have squeak through, that kind of is pretty horrible, isn't it? And like, what's the, I don't know, what's the purpose of not letting players have underground pipes? That just feels like a weird decision in general. So I'm just curious if that's really intended or not. Okay, so we've got the glass. I maybe need a little bit more. Probably don't need fluids until later. Yeah, I guess that's true. Water. No, we even need water. Oh, that's not until later. Okay, never mind. Landfill. Need water for landfill, but not if you do the wood stone version. Quartz. Need water for quartz. All the trees. And then all the normal oil stuff, some Factorio stuff, lithium. Okay, so it is mostly just the quartz that it would matter for before you get to oil stuff. The quartz and the wood. But still, it does feel weird to unlock pipes without underground pipes. It just feels wrong somehow. Okay, continuing to get more, grab some more copper. Quartz is used for heat pipes, laser turrets, silicon, and that's it. And silicon goes in electronic components and solar panels, and electronic components go in red circuits. So as soon as you need red circuits, you need quartz, which I guess is after fluid handling anyway. So I guess, yeah, in that case, I guess that is... you do only need water for, well, in Steam, of course. Just loaded a new game with just FF. Well, it's not just FF if there's lead. With just the FF official mod pack, you mean? So it must be Factorio 2 that moves them, then. Because it sounds like you have FF and lead. So it must be K2. Oh well, that's fine. It's going to be a slight annoyance, but not the biggest of deals, especially thanks to Squeak Through. Okay, so lead then is a dependency to FF, and it's not just in the official mod pack. Because the official mod pack adds some other mods to the FF, you know, squad. And I wasn't sure if lead was part of the freight forwarding dependencies itself or part of the official mod pack. But it sounds like it's actually a dependency, so... Oh, I need more wood. Speaking of... Okay, biters are still not going to be triggered. That's good. They might start expanding, though, and can't they expand into pollution? Which then creates a new base in a spot where it will start attacking you. Alright, for now I'm just going to get enough for 2 greenhouses, plus some more research. Another mod moved fluid handling. Well, fluid handling is already in transport science, I assume, based on whatchamacallit, freight forwarding. I'm guessing freight forwarding put fluid handling to transport science. And then I'm guessing that it might have been advanced fluid handling that moved undergrounds. No, because this just says freight forwarding and lead. I guess it wouldn't tell you, maybe, on this. Huh. I don't know. I think it's irrelevant. I don't really need underground pipes at this point, especially with Squeak Through to help me. So I'm not too worried about it. All right, greenhouse is running. They're not very fast, but they do work. Now, when do I get inserters? I do need the red packs. So the question is, do I want to research anything else before red packs? I could get walls for 200. I could get steam power for 400. I might need that. I might need steam power. And then red packs will be a slow journey to research them. And then the priority at that point will be turrets, which are actually not that expensive in total. And then we can get stuff like inserters and other things. Armor is also an option, but I don't think it's that important. I could also make trees, so I could plant trees to help reduce pollution. And then walls, 200 packs? I don't know. I think steam engine's probably important enough to work on it. Because that can help us actually automate, you know, more packs. Did I say produce pollution? I meant reduce pollution. We want to reduce it. Okay, start getting a little bit more iron. We'll increase our pollution a little bit here. It's highly likely I said it wrong. I will make a second greenhouse. A little bit more copper going. Look at that. 40 wood already. And we're 2 chunks away from maybe 3 from triggering that base. Also, there's those 2 worms up there. Not too worried about that. We could kill this base by hand as well. It looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nests. But that one's close enough that that's a little scary. Alright, second greenhouse is running, power is hurting. Greenhouses reduce pollution? They do, -5 a minute. Ooh. Ooh la la. That's handy. So shouldn't it show the chunk they're in as like a higher number? Why is it not a higher negative? Oh, maybe it's this chunk that they're affecting? No, that's less. That's negative 0.19. Huh. Do they only reduce pollution on completion of a craft? Or does it just not show in that little... It might not show in that readout. The F5 readout. Currently have 150 tech cards, so we're gonna need quite a few more. Awesome. Blood Yuki. Glad I've already inspired you to do FF. The funny part is we haven't even gotten to any of the FF stuff. Because of my tech multiplier and, you know, also adding Factorio too, I think it'll be a little while before we do. But I'm still excited. When did I get circuits? Oh, I haven't. I just have some from deconstructing something, I guess. Also, Gold Nickel, thank you for the follow. Freight forwarding, Factorio Friday packs. All of the Fs. Alright, these are only 40 kilowatts. I should probably have one in my base for when I step away and still see what's happening. Do I need more glass? I don't think so, until I have more power at least. Okay, so that's 2 wood per second. That should be more than enough. For now, at least. So we can get a little more power going. Steam engine's gonna take a while, though. What is that? 12,000 research seconds? Is that right? Yikes. I need some more wind power. That's what that means. More power! I also might... I guess once I get more power, I might have some of my machines do some crafting of like gears and beams and whatchamacallits. Cable. Greenhouses, water port in and out. I guess that's true. Could just put them down here. Alright, I know I don't have enough power for that yet, but I'll still add it in. Need more coal. The other thing that will save me a lot of pollution is mining drills. which are 400 packs after we've unlocked red. And they're not very expensive. 100 kilowatts. They don't double up on pollution. And these are 100 kilowatts, so it's double the efficiency plus whatever 1 divided by 2.5 is. 0.4, so it's 5 times the efficiency overall. I guess that makes sense. And then, what was I going to look at? Oh, on steam power, these are, it looks like 100% efficient in terms of pollution. Well, pollution 20 a minute to consume 1.5 megawatts of... Oh, furnaces use way more. This is very different than vanilla. That must be a Factorio thing. So a lot of the pollution comes from... So okay, I guess I'm confused. What is the fuel? Is the pollution of... Oh, okay. I get it now. So this says pollution 2 per minute. But then that changes, it accurately reflects the fuel that it's using is changing how much pollution per minute it makes. So if you use coal as your fuel, it increases the pollution amount. So this is doing the same thing. So these make 12.5 pollution a minute because of the fuel they're using. By default, they only make 5 a minute. And the electric drill makes 7.5 a minute, and it uses less power per ore. But the power that it uses also makes pollution. So now I'm confusing myself. So the power that it makes is 1/15 of this, which is 1.3. So there's 1.3 extra pollution that gets added on from the boilers. So all that put together, and you end up getting that this mines twice as much ore for a pollution of 8.8. Whereas this mines half as much ore for a pollution of 12.5. If it's powered by coal. If it was powered by something else, it would pollute less. All that to say, we'll save on pollution. I'm guessing furnaces will be the main source of pollution at that point. That was an unnecessary mathematical tangent into pollution numbers, but, you know, that's what we're here to do. Play Factorio and be math nerds, right? Why don't I craft a couple more assembling machines? I think I did, D. Jones. I mean, I wasn't calculating it per ore. But, like, essentially, an electric miner will produce, if you take into account the power from the boilers, it'll produce 8.8 pollution a minute to mine twice as much ore versus these taking 12.5. So if you were going to go per ore, these are taking 25 compared to an electric miner's 8.8. So they're about 3 times more efficient, pollution per ore wise. Cable. So that way I don't have to keep handcrafting copper cable. 18% of the way done with steam engine. Oh, let's get our power improved. Ten more of those. Pollution is still not quite there. That's good. I wonder how much does it need to be before it spreads? It looks like about 15. Yeah, this one's just starting to spread there because it's at 15. The trees are no longer blocking. I mean, you can see it's a circle where the trees don't exist, so they've helped a bit, I guess. But we've surpassed the trees. All right, we're generating a good amount of power for free, and by good amount I mean like 2 boilers worth. Hey, this is what I asked for. I wanted the 20x science multiplier. You get what you pay for, or ask for, or install. Grab some more coal down here. Grab the wood. We can start putting some of that in a chest, build up over time. No, Dave, it backs up. It won't void the stone. Or, I don't know what you mean. Hey, Howler, how's it going? Factorio Freight Forwarding is a mod that it's a little bit of an overhaul that makes it so that you have to like connect islands with different resources and use cargo ships and stuff. I've also got Factorio 2 installed, as well as a 20x science multiplier, which should make things a little more difficult. And by little, I mean a lot. Oh, Dave, you're saying if I put the wrong thing in there. Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, so we're almost at full stacks here. Or, well, is 50 a full stack? No, 100's a full stack. But power continues to be the main problem. Alright, I'm going to remove this row of furnaces. I don't really think it's doing much for me at this point. Keep making that wind power. Don't worry about the biters. Yeah, that's unfortunately going to be a problem. I do have LTN, yes. I will probably use it. Getting close to spreading here. Yeah, we're still actually pretty far from these spreading. Okay, that's good. At this point, we're just going full wind power. Did I not change this to be... Is one... Oh, do I need to do 2 stacks? I get it. And then it'll actually fill... Because normally these don't even have 2 stacks available inside of them. Aha. I see, I see. We'll get 3 for copper. Yes, B. Jonas, that is correct. This is the mod where you move things between islands, which I'm pretty excited about. It'll be a while before we get there, though, because 20x science multiplier and all that. Do I keep this? Power output 20 kilowatts. Oh no, 240. Yeah, I keep that. That's 12 turbines. I will keep it. There is water fill. You can even make canals. So you can extend or connect bodies of water. You can get cargo ships and ports. Anchor ships, underwater pipes, offshore storage tank, boats. All sorts of cool stuff. Okay, at this point we have enough to finish steam engines now. But it's like four lab hours of research time. And I have 6 labs, so that's still like 45 minutes. Even if they're all going full speed. So we're gonna keep adding more power here and more labs. Yeah, underwater pipe is interesting, so that way you could pump stuff from one island to another without necessarily having to set up like a tanker loop. Make sure these have as much wood as they can. I could use wood for fuel. Now there's a thought. The fuel value is less, but it doesn't pollute anywhere near as much. That's a thought. Maybe I should start doing that. Especially for the drills. The drills just take so much pollution, or make so much pollution. We can at least power a few of them with wood. I don't know how long it'll last. 100 kilowatts. These are 12.5 seconds each. So 5 wood is a minute, so 10 minutes for both stacks. That's not very much. Good point, D. Jones. Good point. We've got more labs now. Keep going with the power. I do think we'll call it a YouTube episode soon. Getting to that hour limit that I should have. Theoretically, it should be closer to like 45 minutes, but I'm not very good at holding to that. Okay, I think we have enough copper for a while. I'm trading power for fuel. Yeah, but the power is free. It doesn't create any pollution, so I think it makes sense. I don't have enough wood. I have too much wood anyway. I guess what you're saying is don't use the greenhouse, use a lab instead. Because they're about the same power. I don't know. I think it's fine. At this point, it's all small enough numbers that it doesn't really matter how I do it. I just need to get it done. I would like to have inserters, regular inserters, but that still won't be for a while. Yeah, we're a megawatt short, so I'm not going to add anything else for now. I'm just going to let these run out of resources because there's really no reason for me to make more right now until I get steam engines. Because we have enough cards between all of these. Because I have what? I have 10 now, so I have 270 cards, which is plenty. I will let these just finish up. I will need a lot more cards once we've got steam power. And we're going to need pipes, stone furnaces, and gear wheels to craft all these things. We can get that ready easily enough. So that once the research finishes, we can go ham. But yeah, I think we'll call it a YouTube episode there. In the next episode, we will get steam power going, which will feel good. This has been a lot of wind power. And once we've got steam power, we should be able to move towards red science, and successively after that, gun turrets. So we can defend against the incoming biters. But yeah. As for now, thank you all for watching on YouTube. Leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.